What's up guys, and welcome to the vlog. Today we're gonna head over to my buddy Ray's house, see if we can help him out with his Foxbody. He's having some issues with it, can't seem to get it figured out. He's very knowledgeable about the computer system in that car and whatnot and how to test everything, but he's struggling with it. I probably can't help him out, but we're gonna go there and check him out anyway, see if we can lend a hand, and if nothing else, just hang out. Got Memphis back here with me. She's my sidekick. She goes everywhere with me. So to give you a little bit of a backstory about me and Ray, we went to school together, grew up together. We've been friends for years and years. Ray's always been into Mustangs, same as me, and we have built cars and raced cars ever since we were, teenagers. Ray's car is pretty quick. Now that car is not stock. It's got aftermarket heads, aluminum heads on it, fairly good sized cam. It's kind of a mystery cam. We don't really know what's in it cam wise, but the car is really strong. He just got to get his idle situation figured out, that's all. So we're over at Ray's house. This thing's clean. I'm telling you, I like the gray interior. Ray, I'll swap you interiors. You can have the black.
Maybe.
See? It's not just me. I'm not a big black interior guy, but anyway, he's having some issues with it idling. He's been dealing with this now for what, about a year?
Yeah, about a year.
So about a year, this car's been having a real bad surge in the idle. He's pretty much traced everything now. This car has all new sensors in it. Hell, everything you could think of, all Ford stuff, all Motorcraft stuff. The mass airflow sensor, the idle air control, all of your sensors are all new. Everything's been pulled apart. The salt and pepper shakers, he's cleaned everything. He's put dielectric grease. Matter of fact, there you go, as proof. Checked all the grounds on the car and everything. He's went through the whole procedure. So there was basically one little thing left that we can think of outside of the computer. So he's gonna try and see if that's it. If not, it may come down to the computer. And like I've said before in some of my other videos, the computer gets a bad rap a lot of time on these cars. That's one of the first things that people used to say was the computer's bad, but nowadays we've kind of realized that it's probably other sensors and whatnot. But let's cross our fingers and hope that this works. We're gonna see. He's gonna start it up for the first time since he checked everything. All right, so here's where we're at. We've decided to go ahead and pull the distributor out of the car, get top dead center, and just completely reset the timing on the car. And we did try my TPS, which we thought was going to be the problem initially. Believe it or not, we did some adjusting on it. The car tried to straighten up, but ultimately it just went right back to surging again. So we're just going to start the whole process over from scratch, and we're going to set the timing and then try to get the TPS set and go through the whole base idle reset procedure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try to get this timing set, get the distributor dropped back in the car, see if we can get this done. Well, all right guys, as you can hear, the car is running really good. headlights. Car's idling about 900 RPM. And I'll give it a bump on the throttle for you to let you know that it will return. Guys, you can't ask for any better than that. Ray, are you happy? Ray has been messing with this thing forever. And the only thing we can think of is the harmonic balancer had slipped some and the timing marks are off. So what we did was we just decided to say to hell with the timing marks, and we just went by ear. And that seemed to be the culprit. The surging idle typically is a high timing issue. From everything that I have found, if you bump the timing up too high, these cars will surge. This car has a fairly large cam in it, aftermarket aluminum heads, upper and lower intake. I mean, it's a built motor. And it idles just like it should. So there again, going through the procedure in this video, if you follow that procedure, you should be able to work pretty much any idle surge issues out of your car, unless of course you have a bad sensor. Anyway guys, I just wanted to say that the car is running great, and I'm just going to let you listen to the car for a second. Alright guys, we're going to go for a quick ride in the car just to make sure everything's good. Yeah, we think we got the timing a little low, which we kind of figured that. We're going to slowly bump the timing up and work with the base idle reset to make sure we don't go too far too quick. Anybody can tell me, how do these cars know if you're at 3 miles an hour and the car still holds its idle up? How do they know that? What sensor is doing that? Is it a load on the transmission? I mean, what is it that causes these cars to know that you're still cruising at 2 or 3, 4, 5 miles an hour and it keeps the idle up? Well, all right guys, we're gonna stop the vlog here. I want to hang out with Ray for a few minutes. We got this shit done. We got it knocked out. Another one saved. Got us another daily driver, guys. Peace.
Wake up to a cloudy day, dark rolls in and it starts to rain. Staring out to the cage like walls, time goes by and the shadows crawl. Crushing candy, crushing pills, got no job, mom pays my bills. Texting exes, get my fills, sweating bullets, Netflix chills. World's out there singing the blues, 20 more dead on the
I just want to talk to you one last time before we go home. That's what it's all about. Getting these Foxbodies running like they should. That way you can drive them and enjoy them. I mean, what's the point of it if you can't drive it and enjoy it? I'm really excited for Ray to have his car back going. That means a lot to me. You know, Ray's one of my very good friends, and he's been fighting with this thing for over a year now. If you could only see the text messages between me and him and could hear the phone calls, we have been diagnosing this thing over the phone for, like I said, about a year now, and I'm just so glad for him to be able to have it back running again. There's one thing I want to leave you with though. When it comes to doing your base idle reset, don't check your TPS with the ground off of the block, because that's going to average somewhere between 0.8 and 0.10 volts higher. You don't want to do that because it will throw it off. That you want to get the car as close to 1 volt as possible, so that way when you do touch the throttle, the car knows that it's no longer in idle. If you're pulling off the block and you're getting 0.98, 0.99 on your TPS, it's probably a lot less than that. These cars are just very temperamental, especially once you start doing aftermarket stuff. When you throw a cam in them, heads, different intake, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can fix all of your problems with a base idle reset or adjusting the TPS and the timing just right, but you can get a lot of the issues out of these cars just by spending some time with them. You can't always go by the book. Sometimes it's a combination between the timing and the TPS and the throttle stop. You know, guys, just Don't get frustrated with these cars. Take a break, watch some of these videos, see if they'll help you out. Get back out there and mess with it again. Sometimes you got to get out of the books. Sometimes you just got to get out there and learn your car. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for supporting me. Till then,
I've been through some struggle and never asked for a handout. I try to be the best I can be, but that plan never pans out. I'm on the road to some riches. They tell me, bro, you gon' make it, but what if I don't believe it? I'm trying to find with my faith when I pray to God that he's near me. I pray so hard that he hears me, but sometimes he don't respond. It makes me feel he don't feel me. I feel some fear and some fury. It's like I'm scared and I'm pissed. Is this what you call in life? If so, then life's a bitch.